I first became involved with AMWA during medical school. Great group, great people. Went on through residency, married, had 3 children. Life goes on, it gets incredibly busy, and you just kind of keep plowing through it. Then, in the early mid-2000s or so, I was on faculty at IU, thinking about how to get promoted. I was an associate professor, and I knew that the jump from associate to full professor was pretty difficult. So went to a meeting that was put on by our Women's Advisory Council on promotion. And during that, they mentioned that we needed national recognition to go from associate to full professor. And I realized that the night before, I had gotten an email from AMWA about running for the board of directors. And as I sat there listening to the speakers talking about national prominence and all of that, and wondering how do I, as a clinician educator in a Midwest school, get a national prominence, I remember that email from AMWA, and I mentioned it to the group. I said, would this help if I became one of the board of directors for AMWA? And they said, sure. So I was like, oh, okay, might as well run. So if I'm going to run for something, then I want to win. So I ran for the board of directors, but I also emailed all of my women physician friends from across the country and said, I'm running. If you're not a member of AMWA, will you join so that you could vote for me? And luckily I won. That one term ended up into 2 terms. And as the more I got involved with kind of the intricacies of AMWA, the more I realized the impact that it had on female physicians for years, and the impact that it will continue to have. And I wanted to be a part of that, not only thinking about women's health and the issues that affect women in their communities, but also to empower women physicians to be the best that we can be, and to ensure that going forward, there is a line of women physicians marching right alongside us as we continue on through these years. So I decided to run for president of AMWA. Being president of a national organization like the American Medical Women's Association was tremendous. Not only did it give me opportunities to meet women from all over the country, but it also gave me the opportunity to do a lot of speaking and talking and working and networking. Very necessary when I went up for full professor. One thing that you have to have is you have to have letters from people who are more senior to you, and also not within your own institution. So how to get that connection was made so much easier by being involved with AMWA. I met deans and chair people and so many different folks, and it helped me a lot when I would get invited to give lectures because of my AMWA connection to other major organizations or other institutions around the country. That helped then form bonds with those leaders, so that when it came time for me to get letters of recommendation for promotion to full professor, it wasn't as difficult because I knew who to reach out to, because AMWA had given me a national prominence.